Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Whether you're heating a small space or a large home, the cleaner your furnace is, the more efficient it will operate and save you money. Now through January 30th is Family Literacy Week, a time to encourage individuals and families to curl up with their favorite book and learn more about the world around them. This winter has been milder than past years, and with a few more weeks of the season remaining, you're reminded to play it safe out on the roadway. Thanks for joining us here today. The furnace is the hardest working appliance in your home, and therefore year-round maintenance is crucial. As we make our way through the end of January, Southwest Saskatchewan has enjoyed a milder winter than normal. And despite the warmer conditions, residential heating systems are still being used on a daily basis. And whether you're heating a small space or a large home, the cleaner your furnace is, the more efficient it will operate and save you money. Sask Energy suggests annual maintenance on the furnace and regular changing of the filters every other month, which will go a long way in keeping the air cleaner in your home and heating the residence overall. And you should also consider lowering the thermostat during certain times of the day.
If you lower your thermostat by 4 to 5 degrees Celsius while you're sleeping at night or when no one's home, that makes a big difference on your bill. Roughly, for every 1 degree Celsius you turn down your thermostat, that saves you about 2% on your heating bill. So that does add up. We do suggest people install a programmable thermostat. That makes it a lot easier to regulate it when you're not there, when you're sleeping, and it does definitely save you on your bills.
Carbon monoxide detectors are also a wise investment, as the unit can easily detect this colorless, odorless, and poisonous gas in your home. A carbon monoxide detector should be installed on each level in your home, away from doors or the garage. More information on furnace safety can be found through your local fire department or Sask Energy office. Literacy starts in the home, and educators are hoping that families will sit down with a good book on a regular basis. Typing up an email or reading a book is something which comes naturally for most of us. But for some individuals, these simple tasks involving literacy are a challenge. Now through January 30th is Family Literacy Week, a time to encourage individuals and families to curl up with their favorite book and learn more about the world around them. Bula Ghosh is the ESL Program Coordinator for Great Plains College and board member of the Southwest Literacy Committee. And says the earlier you start to read, the higher rate of success you'll achieve through employment opportunities. As literacy is one of the 9 essential skills in any workplace, and it all starts in the home.
Because we know that parents who have high literacy skills, the chances of their children going to school and becoming successful in life is very high than those whose parents don't have high literacy skills. So we know that it is a long-term investment in the future of the country.
Ghosh adds that 2 in 5 Canadians do not have the basic literacy skills, from reading a bus stop sign to a recipe. And therefore, the more exposure a child has from an early age to various types of books, the better. And with national events such as the Family Literacy Day on January 27th, Ghosh hopes the excitement of reading and gaining knowledge will be taken back into the home environment to benefit the family as a whole.
A program that's going on at the Swift Current Library is a success, that read to a dog or read to your pet. That is, here children who feel otherwise shy and self-conscious to read to somebody else can read to their pet. Now the question is, do all the children have pets? No. So they can read to their little stuffed dog or whatever toy they have. And so we're hoping that that will open up some doors for children, and they'll try and experiment about reading.
More information on family literacy workshops can be accessed through your local library, regional college, or online through ABC Canada.
And there were 762 studies sent, and this particular radiologist read 242.
Winter is not over yet, And you're reminded to be prepared for any type of emergency out on the roadway. This winter has been milder than past years, and with a few more weeks of the season remaining, you're reminded to play it safe out on the roadway. Whether you're heading downtown or out on the highway, weather conditions can change quickly. And if you're planning a road trip, check the forecast and highway hotline. And be packed and ready, just in case you get storm stayed.
Ensure that your destination, there's somebody that knows what time you've left your point of origin, so that and the length of time that it takes you to travel that trip, so they know when to expect you. This day and age with cell phones, make sure you have them with you. Obviously, don't use them while you're driving, please. There's been lots of reported incidents of that. Make sure you have an emergency kit with you, as you touched on, a good shovel in your vehicle that can assist you if you end up off the road in a remote area.
And if you do find yourself stranded out on the roadway, use your cell phone and call for help immediately. Then stay with your vehicle until help arrives. And start your vehicle occasionally to deter any ice buildup in the exhaust pipe system. And if you do see poor road conditions while you're out on the highway, call your tip in to the Saskatchewan Highway Hotline, as they offer regular updates on their website. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.